Hello everyone, welcome back to Isadora. It's really good to be back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been viewing the channel, welcome back. So today I wanted to talk about the qualities of a high value woman. Now the thing is, I've been trying to do this topic for a very long time, but I felt like I needed to do the work before actually sitting down to speak about it. Now what had happened was, initially when I wanted to do it, I spoke to like a man and a woman to get their point of view on this topic, and they pretty much gave me the same answer. And well, I asked them what they thought a high value woman was, and both the man and the woman said something along the lines of oh, well, it's a woman. When you see a woman all dressed up, she's expensive, you know, she gets down from her car, she's dripping, she's this, she's that. And to be honest, that discouraged me for a minute, because I started to think that maybe I was the one that didn't really know what a high value woman or man is. But here's my discovery. So I started to work on it, and I discovered this, that it's very different for men and for women. Now, if you're looking at the qualities of a high value man, first of all, you'll be looking at his credibility. What that means is, okay, is he who he says he is? His name, check. Okay, what he does for a living, check. Where he comes from, check. His hobbies, check. What he does in his free time, check. His credibility. Now, you would also be looking at his accountability. Who is he accountable to? Is he accountable to himself? Is he accountable to his family? Is he accountable to his place of work? You will be looking at that. The next one to look at with a high value man is his network. Now, you know what they say, your network is your net worth. Now, his network is the people, his friends, the people he hangs around. Now, one thing I have learned about high value men is that they only hang around other high value men. So when you meet a high value man, you should look at his network. So because like I said, high value men only hang around other high value men because they don't want anybody to bring down the good name they've built over the years. So they're very, very particular about the people that comes into their circle, if that makes any sense. So his network is also very important, the people he hangs around. Now, outside of that, you're also looking at his net worth, his money. Money has to come into this, but it's not any old kind of money. That's not how it works. It has to be money that, okay, so this person is a billionaire because he's into oil or something. Do you understand? Oil and gas or something. This person is this. You can always tie his income to what he does. That's his net worth, right? You can always tie that income to what he does. Now, it's not just about having cash. A lot of people can just have cash. So it's not about having that cash that cannot be tied to any credible income, if that makes any sense. So it's not just about having money, it's about having money that can be tied to some sort of credible income. So that's a high value man. Now, like I said, it's very different with high value women, because with high value men, it looks like it's on the outwards, right? It's a bit on the inside as well, but for women, it's really, really on the inside. Now, what I mean by that is, here's the challenge. Let me ask you a question. Without your hair, without your designer clothes and your bags and your shoes and your makeup and your accessories, who would you be as a human being? As a woman, who would you be? What would you say for yourself? So if you had to live for a whole month without your hair, without your makeup, without your accessories, without this, who would you be as a human being? Now, that's how you quantify a high value woman. Like I said, before I was able to do this video, I put myself to work for about 2 years. Now, let me break it out. I'm that girl. I love accessories. I like accessories, earrings and everything. I like accessories so much. I like arm bracelets, leg chains, toe rings, all sorts of rings, all sorts of accessories, belly chains. I love it all. Do you understand? Because I feel like it's really feminine. I love I had a whole room dedicated to shoes. I'm not kidding. Literally, in my house, I had a whole room dedicated. I just love the smell of new shoes. So I just kept buying. I love my dresses, right? And I love makeup so much. So all those things, I love hair. I love all those things. So all those things I've had to put myself to work for about 2 years to challenge myself. Now, right now, as I'm speaking to you, I hardly own any makeup. I don't own a powder. That's not a lie. I'm not kidding. Not because I can't afford it, but I don't even need it, is what I realized eventually. I don't own a powder. All the makeup I have, right, is I have a concealer to conceal under my eyes because, do you understand, it gets dark because I don't sleep very well. Lip colors, yes, I do invest in a lot of lip colors. I love lip colors and everything. And a brow tint and a brow pencil. That's all the makeup I have right now. I don't own a powder. Sometimes when I need to brighten up my face, I use like a normal white talcum powder all over my face, and that's about it. I don't own a compact powder. I don't own those things. And what I've discovered is that I actually like my skin more. My skin feels better. My skin looks better than when I used to use lots and lots and lots of makeup, right? Also, what I was able to do is, luckily, I like my dresses and my heels just as much as I like my t-shirts and my sneakers. So I opted for that. What else? You know, I tried to go for a more natural feel to understand exactly who I was. What will I be able to say for myself without the hair, without all my accessories? I hardly wear accessories right now. I just wear stuff to complement whatever it is I'm wearing, like my earrings, because I've got the scarf on. So what would I be able to say for myself outside of all the outward accessories? Now that's the challenge. Take away everything. Can you go for a month without your hair, without your makeup, your designer bags? Who would you be? Would you still be as confident to go out and sit with people? Would you still be as confident to look people in the eye and speak your truth? Would you be that? So that's how you quantify a high value woman. It's not so much on the outward appearance, it's what you have on the inside. So let's look at the qualities of a high value woman. The first quality of a high-value woman is dignity. So this is how a woman carries herself. It's not so much about the price tag. She could be wearing $100 shirt or $100,000 shirt. It doesn't really matter. What is important is that it looks decent. They say dress the way you want to be addressed, right? It's not just the clothes you put on your body. It's how you speak. It's how you relate to other people. So without the expensive price tags and the outward appearance, would you still be able to carry yourself as a lady? Would you be able to respect your body as a woman? Would you be able to respect other people as a human being? The next quality of a high value woman is patience. Now, the difference between a high value woman and a low value woman is that a high value woman has patience. A low value woman, before you say one thing, she has said 10. Insults, belittling, looking down on people are the qualities of a low value woman. Let's say she's in a relationship. She's quick to belittle her man. She's quick to insult her man. She's quick to make him feel like crap. Not even just a relationship with the opposite sex, even with people around her. She's quick to put them down because for her, she thinks it makes her look and feel more powerful. Whilst a high value woman, on the other hand, is the exact opposite. She's really patient. Haven't you noticed that in some situations, like, you have a misunderstanding with somebody, and rather than go off instantly and insult them, and if you take the time to pull back and think about it, you would see that it's not even that important. Sometimes you see yourself even apologizing even when you didn't do something wrong, because it's not so important. That's the value of patience, and that's a high value woman. A high value woman is able to pull back and think things over. So things that would normally have caused a blow up or a quarrel, sometimes you realize that it's not even that important. It's not even that. Sometimes it's not even worth responding to certain situations. The next quality of a high value woman is diligent. Now, this one, I can only give you an example, right? Okay, so you know those situations where you're trying to become a better version of yourself. You're working on your anger issues, you're working on your patience, you're working hard to make yourself a better person. Then you know those females that will point fingers at you and say, what do you think you are? You think you're better than us? You think you know it all? You think those are the low value women. And the reason why they're low value is because they don't want to put in the time to do the work on themselves. They don't want to put in the time, they don't want to go through that pain of working on themselves to make themselves better people. So they view you as a threat. Those are low value women, because see, a low value woman today can become a high value woman tomorrow. Why? It depends on the amount of work she intends to put on herself on the inside, not so much, because you see, a lot of women hide behind material things. A lot of women hide behind their hair and their shoes and their makeup. Or when people see me looking like this, then they must think I'm this. Do you understand? So a lot of women don't bother to work on themselves as human beings. But when they see other people doing that, then they want to put that person down. They want to make fun of the person. Oh, who do you think you are? You think you're better than, you think you're... No, they don't think they're better than. They're just trying to become a better version of themselves. But you see, a typical low value woman does not want to do that. So she hates on other females that try to do that with themselves. Is generosity. So this is a woman that knows how to be generous to both herself and others around her, and even the people she doesn't necessarily know, without taking the credit for it. Now, the difference between a high value woman and a low value woman is that they will do things for people and nobody else will know about it. They don't try to take the credit for it. A low value woman, on the other hand, wants to be generous but wants everybody to know about it. Now, if it's somebody that is close to them, they would probably throw it back in the person's face. After everything I did for you, oh my God, after I did this for you. If they're not telling you to your face, they're telling other people, oh, I was the one that did that for that person. Oh, I did that for that person. Oh, I did that and I did that and I did that. Then they could go to an orphanage after giving, the children or whoever it is, whatever it is, and they pull out their phones and they record it because they want everybody to know what they're doing. Now, please don't get me wrong. Sometimes it's for an organization and you have to record it for your archives, But if that's not the case, but you pull out your phone because you want everybody to know what you're doing, because you want to take the credit for it, and you want people to say, oh, that person is so generous, oh my God, she's always doing this, she's always doing that, because you're constantly recording it to take the credit for it. That's the difference between a high value and a low value woman. A high value woman is generous without other people being aware of it, because that's her nature. A low value woman is generous because she wants people to point fingers and praise her and talk about how generous she is. The next quality of a high value woman is courage. Now, this is a woman that has the courage to step out on her truth. She has the courage to do things that other people cannot do. She has the courage she's a natural born leader because she has courage. She doesn't follow the crowd. She does things because she believes she's empowered and she's powerful enough to do it. She is the sort of woman that would not accept disrespect, even to herself or from other people. She is the sort of woman that displays courage in every situation. That's the difference between a high value and a low value woman. A low value woman is a follower. She wants to do what everybody else is doing. So, because she doesn't want to be hated. Let me put it that way. So she doesn't want to be hated by people. So she wants to go with the crowd, go with the flow, do what everybody else is doing, so that she doesn't seem different. And then she still has a circle of friends. A high value woman, the difference is that she doesn't need the validation of a crowd. She believes in herself. And she has the validation of herself. She believes she's strong enough to step out in faith and get things done. The next quality of a high value woman is wisdom. So this is not just a woman that is wise with her words. This is a woman that has clarity on what she wants out of life. A woman that has clarity on the words she uses and that she chooses to use. A woman that has clarity on how she wants to live her life. Now, a wise woman doesn't just speak just for the sake of talking, right? She chooses her words carefully and with wisdom, with a lot of thought behind it. Now, another good example is, this is not a woman that says, okay, today I'm Christian. Then tomorrow she meets a man with a very wealthy man of a different faith, and then she changes her religion. Why? Because, a girl's got to be a baby girl. No, seriously. So that's not the sort of woman. She's very clear on what she wants out of life and the way she lives her life. She's not fleeting. She's not distracted by simple things of life, by material things, by money, by status. She's not distracted by those things. She's very clear and very precise on how she lives her life. the words she uses or she chooses to use, and what she wants out of life. Like I said before, it has nothing to do with your outward appearance. It has everything to do with who you are on the inside. Do have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful week. I love you all. Namaste. Bye.